Fireworks between us. Every summer, the city held a large fireworks festival beside the river. Thousands of people gathered there to enjoy music, food, and the bright colors in the night sky. For most people, it was only a fun event, but for Ethan, it was something special. Ethan was a 22-year-old fine arts student. He loved painting moments that disappeared quickly. He often painted rain on windows, lights in empty streets, and fireworks in the sky. He believed beautiful things were often temporary. That evening, Ethan sat alone near the river with his sketchbook. Around him, people laughed and took photos. However, Ethan only focused on the dark sky above the water. He wanted to capture the feeling of the night before the fireworks began. While looking for a better view, he accidentally stepped backward and bumped into someone. Coffee spilled onto a black shirt. "I'm really sorry," Ethan said immediately. The man looked at him quietly. Instead of getting angry, he glanced at Ethan's sketchbook. "You draw?" he asked. Ethan nodded. The man smiled softly. "Then let me see your drawing." At that moment, the first fireworks exploded above the river. Golden light filled the night sky. "My name is Daniel," he said. That was the beginning of everything. Daniel Lee was the president of a successful technology company. His days were filled with meetings and responsibilities. People respected him because he was intelligent and hardworking. However, he often felt lonely. Recently, every day seemed exactly the same to him. Work, meetings, and more work. Then he met Ethan. Something about the young artist caught his attention. Ethan seemed calm and genuine. After the fireworks festival, they continued talking beside the river. They talked about dreams, art, and life. For the first time in a long while, Daniel felt relaxed. 1 week later, Ethan received a freelance design job. The project belonged to a large technology company. When he entered the meeting room, he was shocked. Daniel was sitting at the head of the table. "Looks like we meet again," Daniel said with a smile. From that day, they worked together regularly. Daniel bought coffee for Ethan during late nights. Ethan showed him his sketches and paintings. Their friendship slowly became something deeper. As time passed, Ethan realized he was falling in love. Daniel also found himself thinking about Ethan every day, but their worlds were very different. Daniel was a successful businessman. Ethan was still a student with a simple life. Sometimes Ethan wondered if they could really be together. One day, a news article appeared online. It claimed that Daniel would marry a business partner's daughter. Ethan felt heartbroken. He stopped replying to Daniel's messages. Daniel searched for him for several days. Finally, he found Ethan near the river. "The news is not true," Daniel explained. "I only want to be with you." Ethan looked into his eyes. For the first time, he believed in their future together. A year later, Ethan opened his first art exhibition. The exhibition was called Fireworks Between Us. The paintings were inspired by moments he shared with Daniel. Daniel stood proudly beside him. Outside the gallery, fireworks lit up the sky once again. They watched together and smiled. They were no longer strangers. They were each other's home.